guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Bob the Chipmunk here. Today we're going to be covering some basic to medium and cool moves for lightsabers. Just before we get into it, I'm just warning you that you may get a bit confused by the video. It does things opposite, so when I'm holding a lightsaber in my right hand, it looks like I'm holding in my left hand. But this is not just a normal thing that happens in everyone's device. When it looks like that I'm turning around, right now it looks like I'm holding it in my left hand, but this is in my right hand. So I'm just warning you, so let's get into it. So first I'm going to teach you how to hold your lightsaber properly. Not lots of you will know how to, but some people might instinctively put their dominant hand at the bottom, non-dominant hand at the top, but I'll put your dominant hand at the top, which in that case is my right hand, at the top, and your non-dominant hand at the bottom, so you get more control. So the first move, once we finish, is going to look like this. It's pretty cool. It puts your enemies off guard, and it just looks cool as well to impress your friends. So the first step, these are your main fingers that you're going to use. You can put your thumb and forefinger at the top like that, and then just rest those fingers next to them. And you're just going to try and rotate, just a wrist movement with those two fingers, so it looks like this from the side. This is all on the outside of your arm. So, the next stage is I know this may not look as cool, but do the same but on the inside of your arm. If you can't do any of those, just keep practicing until you can do that, and then just watch the next stage. So the next stage is this. So you do the first move, into the second move, back to the first move, into the second move, and then just carry on doing that, and you'll end up with this. And Obi Ani and Anakin actually did this in their duel. It's just a really cool move. So the next move that we're going to do, it puts this move into practice as well, so it's going to look like this. So, you just do this normal move, and when you're up here, go down here, and not like that, take your hand 180 degrees and do like this. Just across, and then you go up, and then down, and then back into the first move. So cross, up, down, back into the first move. So then it will look like this. And Ray did this. Ray does this in Star Wars Battlefront on Heroes of Guns when she walks up and she pulls out a saber like this, but she didn't do anymore. And a cool move that I like to do after that is just do the normal move into the second move and then into a stab. That looks really good. So those are the main two moves that we'll be covering. Now we're just gonna be talking about how to block and how to attack. So when you're blocking, make sure you can see exactly where the blade is coming. So if someone's trying to attack you, like chop your head off, you can hold your blade like this and it blocks it. And make sure to hold it properly and steady, because if someone comes in like this, you need to be able to put it back down, because if you've got a weak grip, then they can still chop your head off. And that goes to the same with any block. And make sure you're quite swift with the movement between the blocks. But you can't just block, you have to do some attacking as well. So don't just have two hands on it all the time. It's the same with blocking. but you just got a more steady position if you've got two hands. With attacking, you can attack with two hands, but it's easier if you use both. So you can use one hand into two hands and do that move. So you put two hands and one hand, doesn't matter. And some good attacks, the overhead slash, just a sweep. And a way that I like to do a sweep to get a momentum is keep your blade pointed at your opponent, spin around, and then swipe. So keep your blade pointed at the opponent, spin around, and swipe. So it looks like this when it's fast. And also guys, just one last tip. You don't have to have a lightsaber. Well, nobody's going to have a real lightsaber. You don't have to have just one of these. You can use anything from a stick. You can use anything that's basically for your size. And for your size, you're going to be holding the lightsaber at the top. This works for me, and it's anything from about, like, this is what mine looks like, so it can be a little bit higher or a little bit lower. And then this is my lightsaber. It's not the same. So that size works for you. Well, that size works for me. But if you're taller or shorter, just use something a bit shorter or a bit longer, because if I used a really tall one, it'll be hitting the ground a lot and hitting loads of stuff that I didn't want it to. And it was too short and I couldn't really control it properly. So that's just the last tip of the video. Thanks for watching guys, and make sure to check out some more videos that I send out. Hopefully going to be doing some on how to hold and perform moves with the backhand like Ahsoka. And also maybe in the future how to do some double bladed lightsaber moves. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe, and that's it for today's video.